Am I still visible and audible?
Yes, yes, yes. You are visible and audible.
You are
Okay.
also visible and audible.
Thank you
So,
so much.
first of all, hello, Ma'am Ritu. Good afternoon. And hi, everyone sitting that side. Please, ma'am.
Okay. Good afternoon, ma'am. First of all, I just convey my regards as well. And thankful. I'm so thankful that you have given me invitation and you won't believe. I was just thinking about you 5 seconds ago and I got
Oh,
your message. Yes, ma'am.
okay.
Planning
I
to
think
drop
I
an
think
email to
I
you.
think you received some call, and in between there was a disturbance. So
No,
complete
ma'am.
sentence. No, you didn't receive
No,
any call.
no, 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 ma'am. I didn't.
Okay, but somewhere there was, it means internet issue. So, okay, whatever you were saying, just please once again you start. I will have to do this editing. Please.
Okay. I was just saying, ma'am, that I was just thinking about you. I was in the mid of my session. I was taking up my batch at that time, and it was, I still remember, it was around 8:45 when I received your message, right? So I was just thinking about you. I was not planning that after winding up my class, I will just
Mhm.
drop an email request to you to connect with me. And I don't know what magic happened that day. Was there a connection between you and me that you dropped the message? I told this incident even to my, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, and they
Okay.
were just very happy about it to know that I told them that Manchu ma'am will be joining me on Wednesday, and I was waiting for you to join since morning. So I was so excited, I can say like that.
So I was also actually super excited, and I'm even happier to see you on my channel. I too received your comment under the video, and I thought that she's a trainer, I suppose. So let me invite her over to my channel. That would be a commendable session, I suppose, for the learners. Okay, Ma'am Ritu. So I think before we proceed into the conversation, I think it is a customary, I feel that please introduce yourself for my audience.
Yes, ma'am. So as you can see by now, it's already visible on the screen that my name is Ritu Pathak. I hail from Agra,
Mhm,
the city of Taj Mahal,
mhm, mhm.
and I love my city a lot.
Who
Maybe
doesn't
because
love Agra?
yes, because I was born and raised in this city and still living here also. Moreover, I have pursued my post graduation in MA. I'm sorry, in English,
Mhm.
and earning a gold medal. And I
Superb.
and thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your applause. I started taking up tuitions when I was in my 10th standard. Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
I was
what
so
was that?
passionate about this language, and you won't believe the students were also in 10th standard. My first tuition, I mean, the first student which I took up, she was herself in 10th standard. And to my surprise, she performed so well in exams that from that day, I made up my mind to become a teacher, a mentor, or communicator, by what name you may call. And
Mhm.
then, from then, no looking back. So, still, I'm on the process of learning a lot. Much has to be learned, much has to be processed, and having this in my mind, I just actually stumbled upon one of the videos by Karishma. She's a wonderful, wonderful YouTuber. And from that day, I'm so loved with these kind of videos as I keep on connecting with many YouTubers.
Okay.
So my first session was with Roshan.
Okay.
My first session was with Roshan, and he asked me
Uh,
the question that he asked me still lingers in my mind. That
uh,
am I a YouTuber? And I said a big no. And I don't know what happened. That actually Karishma, Roshan, Priyanka, and especially you have inspired me so much that I decided to try my hands on. Let me try. Why to leave that spot as well? So here I am
yes,
in
why
front
not?
of you.
So finally, you are a YouTuber too.
Yes, by God's grace, I don't know what's his plan, but I am in front of you.
Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. Actually, it sounds quite cool that you are a trainer, you are a teacher, and I don't know what else you are going to reveal in the video that the time will let us know. But yes, I know that today's video is going to be a complete package for all my learners
Let's go
because
for the best. Fingers crossed.
so yes, with a great all the best. Do you have any questions for me, or do you want my introduction too?
No, no, ma'am. You need not to introduce yourself. You are such a kind of, I mean, you are a celebrity for me on YouTube.
Oh,
You are a kind of celebrity for me. No, ma'am, no, ma'am. It's from my heart. It's coming from my heart. I respect you so much. And the way you speak, the way you introduce yourself so lovingly, the way you tackle with your co-learners, it's really wonderful. And you are so kind, humble, and gentle. And that has to be the traits in one's personality, what I personally feel as a mentor and as a communicator. We have to keep our ego aside, and we must try our best to spread the positivity in the society, which you are doing to a
thank
large
you,
extent.
thank you so much.
But ma'am,
It
one question still lingers in my mind, if you don't mind it. Why have you chosen this, I mean, to embark on this journey? This a question which I want to ask you.
It's a lovely question actually, and it has been asked by many. Why did I start this journey? Because I have been in the field of education for nearly 32 years. I
Oh,
taught in a regular institution for 32 years, and that was a convent school. And after that, because of my family call, I can say I took retirement 2 years before. Okay, it was a voluntary retirement. My sister principal was not leaving me at all, but still, because my both the children are not in India, they are in foreign countries. So because of them, I need to spend a little time with them, which was not getting possible with my work culture. Okay, because I need to take permission, I need to take leave from the school, then only I can go to foreign countries, because it's not a week's journey or week's planning. It needs to be at least spent 2 to 3 months with my kids, then only it is possible, or it is worth it actually. Going from India to other country, it means I need to spend at least 2 months with them. So that's how I took retirement. But as I was, I can say that, enthusiastic about teaching. And once I was in Canada with my son, my sister principal sends me a message that, Manju, can you just manage for 3 months? Because so and so teacher is going for maternity leave. And that message, it happened that my son could see. And then he said, Mama, it means you will go to India and you will again join the school. So I told him that no, I'm not going to join the school, because they have this kind of anxiety in their mind that Mama should not join now. And then he said that, Mommy, I'm just starting a channel for you. You can teach. Your hobby is to teach, so you can teach free of cost. And that's how I landed up doing YouTube channel work. And my channel is growing well. I'm enjoying this journey actually,
yes.
which was not easy and simple for me. You know, I can say that I burnt midlife oil to learn technical things. It was
Exactly.
it wasn't simple. Teaching in a campus, traditional teaching is something very different from doing something on this kind of platform.
Exactly. So I can say that your story is truly inspirational and motivational for others, especially for those who want to do something, especially after retirement. Right.
Yes, I must say that it is inspirational even for me. Even I feel, when I look back, I do not understand that what was God's planning and how did I land up doing this. It was never in my guts to think of YouTube channel or any social media. Even still, if any glitch appears on the laptop, then I'm not able to remove those things then and there. If it happens, it's good and fine. Otherwise, I'm stuck then and there. I need someone's help, but still, it's manageable and I'm doing it.
but that needs a lot of courage, confidence, and a different kind of, you can say, a different level of intelligence also to balance all these problems in personal life. I mean, you are managing yourself, you're carrying yourself beautifully. I must say that we should learn from you. So I can accept that fact. I have no shame in accepting that you still I mean, an inspiration, a motivation for me. Yes, I don't know about others, but for me, yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
It means a lot, Ma'am Ritu, for me. Uh, yeah, because it's really, it wasn't easy for me.
Exactly.
So, yeah, after retirement, if somebody wants to pursue the career in this, it's a beautiful thing. I never had in my mind that this YouTube will give me so many things. I haven't only established a family of 10,000 or 9,000. It has given me a platform from where I'm receiving so many students. I'm connecting with different people from all over the world. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, yeah, this is a great kind of happiness. A retired person, where and how can I kill my time? Yeah. It's good.
Instead of ma'am, instead of grumbling all the time, instead of mumbling and throwing tantrums at home, it's better that we should be productive. I think so, yes.
Yes,
Being productive, we are doing something good to the society and to our family as well. To ourselves, first of all, we should value our own self.
that is very true.
Especially Indian ladies, this is a message to all the Indian ladies that we should learn something to do, any fun loving activity for our own self. We should prioritize our own self, because Indian ladies, as I can feel also, and this is my own personal experience, that we somehow, you can say, we lose ourselves. We lost the track after marriage. What happened? There are so many responsibilities and we don't
Mm.
prioritize our own self. So that shouldn't be happened. We should also prioritize, because if we are happy, then what I feel is, I don't know that whether it is the thinking of other also, but my notion is particularly that we can keep our family happy too.
Very true. Very true. Yes, if you are not happy, you cannot spread happiness at all. Yes, so first we have to be happy, because one lady, if she is sad, it means the whole environment in the family, everything is sad, everything is gloomy, isn't
Yes.
it? So being happy, and you can be happy or I can be happy if I'm fulfilling my passion first. Whatever is my passion, I should work for that first. So yes, as I was in teaching, so I have been doing this. What about you? Tell me about your journey about teaching.
Yes,
How?
ma'am. My journey was never so, I mean, easy, I could say like that,
Mhm.
because my family was very supportive, but there was
Mhm.
no such environment that
Mhm.
the people with whom I'm surrounded, they
Mhm.
were, I mean, they were not interested, or you can say that they didn't know anything about this language, so they were not very interested. So in
Mhm.
those days, we
Mhm.
have to learn this language as a subject, right? It was not a passion, it was not a kind of passion, it was a kind of compulsion. We had to
Yes.
learn, yeah. We had to manage somehow to get passing marks in English, right? So it was a kind of challenge in those days. But nowadays, if you can see that each and every third person
Mhm. Mhm. Right.
is too eager to learn this language, maybe for various reasons. So according to, if I look back, my journey was never too easy for me. But we say now that there are some negative traits and positive at the same time in one's personality. So
Yes.
that is, you can consider one of my positive trait, then I am full of confidence. I used to be full of confidence. I was, I am, and I will be. Because one thing that I have learned in this life is that if you are confident, like most of the learners or most of the beginners, most of the my students, they ask me that, ma'am, how should we learn or become fluent in this language? So I just stop them right there. I say, first, are you confident enough? If you're not confident, forget about everything. Forget about everything. Okay, if you are scared, like most of the people, they come up with the most common mistake, I'm sorry, the most common problem, that, ma'am, when we start speaking in English, our legs start shaking and our whole body shivers. So
Shivers.
why you shiver? Why your legs start shaking? Because you are either overthinking about it, right?
True.
Or you are lacking in confidence. So first, do such activities that will help you to build up in confidence. Then
Hmm.
think about learning this language. Anything, see ma'am, anything, any learning, any kind of skill. Okay, maybe we want to learn swimming. Say, for instance, we want to learn swimming, we want to learn cooking, even cooking, a very simple activity. We
True.
need that kind of confidence, we need that kind of interest, and we need that kind of passion. So, if you are passionate about learning English, you need to be confident first. You need that confidence level. If you're not confident, then forget about learning English. I'm not rude here, but to be truthful.
This
Right?
was actually my very first question I wanted to ask you. That people have this great problem that, ma'am, where I know everything, I have all the rules in my mind, but when it comes to speaking, I feel that I cannot speak. I don't have that much of confidence to speak. So this is what I had thought, and you have very well answered this question. That really one has to have this confidence level. Whatever you want to do, if you lose confidence, that how can you overcome that situation? Yeah,
Yes.
so that is very, very important. Yes.
Nowadays, ma'am, what people are doing, the biggest mistake they are committing is that they are directly jumping or aiming to C1 and C2 level.
Yeah,
They are not
yes.
accepting. They are not accepting. They are saying that they are beginners, they are learners. Even today, ma'am, I keep myself in the row of a beginner. A lot to be learned. Exactly.
Lot to be
Lot
learned.
to be learned.
Yes.
Right? It is a never ending process. So think like that.
Mhm.
Rome was not built in a day. Nothing can be done overnight. It is a very slow and steady process. And we have to give our 100%. If you are thinking of giving 99% and not ready to come out of your comfort zone, then forget about it.
Forget
Good
about
luck.
it. Yes,
Yes,
of
ma'am.
course.
So I remember still, let me relate it to one of the incidents that happened recently. One of my students in my batch, he has a great liking for hiking. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm.
He loved, I mean, that was his passion. But the contradiction lies that he didn't want to give it a try.
Then how it is
So,
possible?
yes, exactly, exactly, ma'am. So I pushed him, literally, I pushed him, I encouraged him that, okay, give it a try. Give it a try. Let's see what happens. If you're not feeling comfortable, then forget about this as a dream. He messaged me that, ma'am, I successfully completed my target,
Oh,
and
great.
he was so thankful. So you see that unless and until we become a part of a crowd, we will always be full of fear and danger. So come out of that. Come out of your comfort zone. People nowadays, they don't want to come out their comfort zone, first of all, and their mindset is already that they know everything. So this is one of the tip that I want to share on your platform, ma'am, that through your channel, that we should bear, first of all, a lot of confidence in our personality. Secondly, we should not be fear of making mistakes. People are afraid of making mistakes. That is the reason that they tremble and shiver. That is the basic reason, because they are overthinking. And what happened? They are most of the time, they are translating their native
Right,
language
right,
into English. That is
right.
the mistake. Have you seen, ma'am, a movie Namak Halal, Amitabh Bachchan?
I have heard about it. I know the songs of this song movie, but I haven't watched this complete movie.
Yes. So there was a funny dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
Amitabh Bachchan said in a dialogue, I can eat in English, I can walk in English, I can talk in English. So what is the idea? The crux is
Yes,
that literally we have to surround ourselves with people with that particular atmosphere that can you can say that can help you to learn that language. Now, English is my target, or English may be the target for others as well. But you have to keep a perfect mindset. Why are we learning English? You to speak, and then you say that we shiver when we speak, right? So there's
This
a
is
contradiction.
Yeah, this is what happens with the beginners. So it's a great lesson for beginners that they need to be stubborn to learn this language. You
Exactly.
have to be so passionate that, yes, as you said, that eat English, drink English, dance in English, sing in English, everything you do in English. Okay.
Exactly.
So once we immerse ourselves in thinking in English, speaking in English, really even dancing in English. I remember that my father used to give us complete song of Hindi, when he used to go to his office, he used to give us one song to me and one to my brother, translate the whole song in English. And that was not the time of today's era, like having television and keeping the subtitle on, and then you are getting the English. We were literally translating those songs into English. And then in the evening, my father used to give lot many corrections in that complete structure, so that's how I have learned. So if you want to learn a foreign language, any foreign language, any second language, we have to give it a try first. With all the mistakes, we have to really, we should go ahead. So
Yes.
mistakes are actually part of learning, steps of learning, so we don't have to
Mistakes are inevitable. You can't
yes,
escape
we
committing
cannot
mistakes.
avoid.
They
Yes,
are
we can't.
inevitable. When you are in a process, you are tend to commit the mistakes, and that's okay. If we are
That's
if we are not committing any mistake, it means that we are not trying anything. It means that simple.
true. True, true. And the biggest trauma of the learners is, ma'am, how to overcome this grammar? Because grammar is such a thing that I'm not interested in. And I make lot many mistakes when I speak. I do not have the idea of tenses. I do not know how to use prepositions, articles, and so many various things.
Yes.
So, would you like to share your insights that how, in an interesting manner, learners can learn grammar, and what is exactly the role of grammar? That is because some of them they say, "Oh, grammar is not important. We can speak without grammar." Because being Indians, I feel that somewhere we need the help of grammar. Somewhere, not exactly we have to dig deep into it, but at least to certain extent, grammar has its own role. So I want to hear from you because my channel's name is Grammar with Manju ma'am. So whenever I speak about it, it seems that I'm somewhere talking about my channel. So I want to know from you, what is your take?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. First of all, this question is very crucial and close to my heart as well. Now, grammar. How can we even learn grammar? Forget about grammar, English, without learning A, B, C, D. Can we? Right, ma'am?
No, not at
This
all.
is this is this is the biggest myth. I don't know why people they spread false news that grammar is not at all important. Let me clear it. Now, grammar, we can say tenses are the foundation of grammar, right? Okay, ma'am. Now,
Yes, yes.
tenses, exactly tenses set the stage on fire for you, right? That must means 101% that has to be the first chapter for beginners. In Hindi हम बोलते हैं मैम मैं जाता हूँ मैं गई थी मैं ये खा रही हूँ so ma'am without the understanding of the rules of tenses how can we proceed? I don't know that. The YouTubers, I'm not naming them, they're spreading a false myth that
Yes,
grammar is not needed. I just want
yes.
to ask them why, and how grammar is not needed. Can they explain me? Can they explain to me? All right, let cut to the crap. Is that possible to learn English language without learning A, B, C, D? A, B, C, D are 26 alphabets, right? It's a beautiful combination of 5 vowels and 21 consonants, right?
Right.
Then phonics. What is a phonic? A phonic is a process where a little child learn how to speak up certain
Yes.
words. Yes, ma'am. So then we start with learning letters, right? Then we start learning words. Then we start learning sentences. So someday, one of the YouTuber can say that letters are also not important. They may say, they
Lovely.
may say, ma'am, they may come up with this idea that forget about the letters. I will teach you English without any knowledge of English letters or alphabets. Is that even possible? Is that even a question? So those are, ma'am, this is actually as a YouTuber, as a teacher, as a communicator, it is the responsibility, we should shoulder the responsibility of what are we teaching, of what kind of message are we spreading if we are saying that grammar is not at all important. That is a different question, that is a different notion, that if we say that okay, only 20% grammar is needed, in that 20%,
Right.
yes, all the parts of speech. Now when I ask my students coming from various backgrounds like international boards or CBSE boards and ICSE board, from
Yeah.
10th standard, from 12th standard, and I am awestruck when I ask them, okay, can you tell me parts of speech? How many parts of speech are there? They say, yes, ma'am, indirect speech and direct speech. So I'm so awestruck that
Exactly.
yeah, yes, ma'am, they are in 10th standard. Okay, after 2-3 months, they will be appearing in their boards, and they still don't know what were you doing. What were you doing all these days, all these years? Who taught you? Who was your teacher? I can understand that students, not always there is the fault lies with the teachers, but what do I think that as a teacher, being a teacher, it's my responsibility to make them understand each and every concept. Basic concepts are very important. We aim for C1 and C2. Again, I'm saying that. I'm repeating it, the concept. That we aim for C1 and C2 for advanced level English when we don't know the basic even. So,
How can we think of advanced English?
exactly. Now, for example, if I ask anybody, any random person, do you know anything about conditional sentences? They will look here and there. No, they will just look up, or I mean, they don't know what my even my question is that okay, what are the conditional sentences, ma'am? Can you explain that first? So you have to know tenses. Tenses will help you to reach, to embark on the path or journey towards learning English. 101%. I can vouch for that. 101%. Because how do you know that? What are now? See, grammarians, even grammarians had break it down. Ma'am, you must be knowing about the transformation, the chapter of transformation, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we had like level one, simple sentences. Then we have compound sentences. Then we have
And
complex
complex.
sentences.
Right.
Then why hadn't they introduced the complex level at the
First
top?
and then simple. Yeah.
So basic concepts. Without basic concepts, we are such a good chef. Okay, we may cook any cuisine, right? You name the cuisine, we cook it. But if we don't have the basic ingredients for that dish, can it be possible for us to cook any such dish?
Certainly.
The same concept is here in English language also. We need to learn. This is a need. That means this is a compulsion. Yes.
Actually, they compare. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, no, ma'am. It's
They
okay.
compare like Hindi we learnt without grammar. Actually, we are not the ones we should compare Hindi and English at the same place. Yeah, we are not native speakers. We are not surrounded by native speakers. Yeah, even native speakers, you see on YouTube channel, there are a plethora of channels where even native speakers have taught so many topics of grammar. Why are they teaching if grammar is really not important? And why am I asking? Why is grammar important? Why am I not asking in a different way why grammar important is? Yeah, I can ask in this manner also. Yeah,
Yes.
so this is the combination we have been taught in Hindi also. शब्दों के सार्थक समूह को वाक्य कहते हैं. Yeah, so the
Exactly.
words should be arranged meaningfully. Then only it can become a sentence. And once we know words and then sentences, then it comes about speaking correctly or speaking with mistakes,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that is really very well explained, Amritu. So today, at least some of them will understand that, yeah, grammar has certain role, if not 100%, as you said, that 20-25% is grammar. Grammar is really very, very important. Yes, it
The
is.
prepositions like articles, prepositions, they all play a crucial role. We must understand. So that the question, back to that question that when I ask them what the parts of speech are, they say direct speech, ma'am, and
An
indirect speech.
indirect speech, ma'am.
So, Baba, that is a chapter from narration. This is not your part of speech. They
And
don't
it's
even
not
look at
only,
the 8 or 10.
yeah, it's not ending up here. If you ask them what is direct speech and what is indirect speech, that also they will not be able to understand, or they will not be able to change from direct to indirect. Yes. So that is also
Yes,
the
ma'am.
problem.
Because,
Grammar. Yes,
sorry,
please.
sorry, ma'am.
Hmm.
Because we have been learning since
Mhm.
ages English as a subject only, not as
Yes.
a passion. Not as a passion. The day you think it
Mhm.
as a passion,
Right.
automatically the whole concept will change. You have to change your notion, you have to change your mindset. A strong mindset can do wonders, but you have to build first that strong mindset, and that is not a big deal. That's not a rocket science.
Yes,
Practice
of
makes
course.
a man perfect. You can practice maybe 15 to 20 minutes. If you are investing even 15 to 20 minutes to this language, then you can do wonders. But if you are whiling away time all the day, and then you are thinking of doing wonders and you are just dreaming only while sleeping, then open your eyes and dream with open eyes. That is only I can say, ma'am. Dream with open eyes. You have to do
Oh,
wonders. If
yes.
you want to do wonders, then you have to work for that. That is the only way to learn English. You have to work hard, consistent, and be resilient. You have to do it, and do it. And three magic words are only there are three magic words: practice, practice, and
And
practice.
practice.
There is no way out. That
Yes.
is the only, I have been doing with this.
Mhm.
I'm also following the same tip with me as well. So I
Mhm.
hope that beginners or learners who want to master this language, they have to give a shot, but with strong mindset, and
Yes.
they have to dedicate a part of their day. You can say maybe any time, any span of time. They may select morning time, noon time, night time. They can scroll, they can waste time on mobile and social media, but they can't invest their time in learning this language, and they want to become fluent. So this is something which is contradictory. So you have
Yes.
to settle your own mind first what you want actually. And
Yes,
why you are
consistency actually is the key to learn anything. Yeah,
yes.
because some of them they would certainly say that, ma'am, I have been learning this language for 2 years, but I have come up with nothing. Because 2 years you are counting, but how much time have you devoted for this? That they never see. Once in a week, is it enough? Are you really talking to somebody in English? No, all the time talking in Hindi, and then you want that you should learn this language, or you will be able to learn this language. Not possible at all. So yes, we have to have burning desire to learn this language. That is very, very important. And lovely points really you shared. I think we discussed for so long. Still, I have so many questions in my mind. And so for that, I think we should connect again someday.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely,
yeah.
ma'am.
We will connect once again. But the final segment of my video is always adding or introducing a new word for my viewers every day, at least for the sake of watching this video. If they learn one new word, at least, because we know that words and vocabularies, they play a great role in speaking.
Yes.
So one word I want to introduce today is tenacious. Tenacious.
Wow. Wow.
Okay,
Nice.
so Yeah, tenacious means you know it. Let me just give the meaning for my viewers. It is determined. Yeah, one who doesn't lose hope very quickly or doesn't give up actually very
Exactly.
quickly. And that is what is required for learning this language as well. Okay.
Definitely.
Yes. So,
Definitely.
yes. So, with this, I think it's time to wrap up the session.
Okay, ma'am.
If you have any more questions, you can please go ahead. Otherwise, thank you so much,
Oh, ma'am.
Manju, for
Nice
taking
to meet you,
time
ma'am.
and
Nice to
investing
meet
time.
you. No, ma'am.
Yes,
It was a pleasurable session, and I hope meeting you soon, very soon. We will be catching up again. With that,
sure,
ma'am.
sure, sure.
Bye, ma'am.
Okay. So, bye-bye. Bye,
Bye, bye.
everyone.
Bye, bye, ma'am. Have a
Oh,
nice day, ma'am. Have a nice day.
thank you. Thank you so much. Same to you.
Welcome, ma'am.
Okay.